book notes this Sunday, 13 October 2024, is for a book that I picked and found on my own and picked for myself to read. I made something like maybe 300 notes in dog ears in it as I went, like, so if you're thinking some of my reading notes videos, when I do like 17 bookmarks is a lot, I've dramatically improved from the past. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Norway and United States of America, and I'm going to go through book notes for a book discussing the integrated roles of science, order, and creativity. So this is Science, Order, and Creativity by David Bohm and F. David Peat. It's November 1987, Bantam Books edition, paperback. I'll put the ISBN in the video description. It starts with a 0, not a 978. And it is a book I really, really quite enjoy. One of the kind of discussions in the book or topics was generative order and implicate order. I really liked that. I thought it briefly, chaos, order from chaos and chaos from order. So what's entropy? Stuff like that. It's more of thinking about kind of, it's from a science base, so it's not necessarily if you just want to think about, oh, how do I be creative? This is that kind of answer from like the science, as a base in science, and thinking about order and how do we think. So kind of like philosophy a little bit, in communication a little bit, and thinking about, and sometimes communicating things in understanding the science. There's a way of like, by understanding the order of things in the science, it allows for creativity, kind of. And so I really love this book. And yes, there's a combination. Okay, so that's the introduction, right? I really enjoy it. This is one I did go. I've done 4 that were more easily accessible. This one was less easily accessible, and this is the second I said I'd do 2 more book notes videos for like books I might choose for group meeting to read over a semester or a term or whatever. And so the last one was Introduction to Particle Physics. Elementary Particle Physics. Sorry, by David Griffiths. And so this is the second of the 2 for that. What I said I was going to do. And so then let's go into book notes. So it's a shiny cover. I like the creativity of the cover design. It is, let's see. It doesn't fill the full page. It's like paragraph justified. It's maybe small font and like 1.25 spacing. There is a use of quotation marks and exclamation points for emphasis. There are little footnotes as one goes. It is, in terms of terminology, it is kind of more of a science terminology, so like I really enjoy it and kind of keeps my brain happy, but somebody who might not be as familiar with the science terminology might not find it as enjoyable. The chapters are set up with the number, the title, and then the text, and there's kind of subsections throughout the chapters. And let's see. There's for any given one, so it's the name of the title of the chapter up on the odd pages with the page number, and then the name of the book up on the even pages with the page number. And let's do, they provide different types of graphics throughout the book. And the graphics match the topic, so that one's for Fourier analysis. I have taken an upper division partial differential equations class as part of my minor in mathematics, whether or not that relates to that kind of thing. And then there's a couple photographs, but they are variable and kind of match the topic. So like a different one. It's like trying to communicate some basic mathematics. So there. Yeah. I liked it. And it content-wise, it does get into the kind of, there is an order within science too, not just in terms of the scientific theories, but the people themselves and perceptions and stuff like that. So how that does factor into creativity and how scientists conduct themselves. So I enjoy this a lot. It's part of my collection. I don't think I didn't write when I added it to my collection for this one. In conclusion, it's enjoyable. This would be a, let's see, if I brought a student into my group of student and or students, this might be one where it'd be a good, like, not necessarily a topical introduction, but like an introduction to science. So like if I were doing a PhD and I got undergrads, and let's say they were doing research with me and I was doing my PhD in physics, but like they wanted to do geology or political science or something like that for their undergrad degree, right? Then this is like even more important in science, a shared base of like, here's something that is true for the like broader field, or that, and true for like potentially all of the people involved. So there you go. So my book notes for Science, Order, and Creativity by David Bohm and F. David Peat.